2024 has been crazy so far. From declaring insolvency to successful six-figure exit in less than 2 months, here's what I've learned from it. Just to give you a little bit context here, one of my businesses at the beginning of the year was declared insolvent. It was an extremely difficult time for us. We had to admit that we can't go any further. We had to let all our staff go, approach all our debtors and creditors, and just trying to find a solution from this really, really dark place. It was very hard. Very difficult to deal with emotionally, as you can imagine. A business is your baby, and suddenly you have to accept it's no more. And it was our fault, my fault. Fast forward 2 months, I've negotiated successfully six-figure exit from another company. And right now I'm building this community for you and for myself. And I'm about to launch my new private healthcare brand. So what is the number one lesson I took from it? Number one, the most painful lesson I had to deal with is to accept your failure. You have to say, that's it, this is as far as I can go. We can't go any further. We have to accept it. We failed. That is extremely difficult situation emotionally for any founder or any business owner, but it is what it is. So you have to deal with it. And this is the step number one. It crushed my spirit. It was very difficult to find any positive energy, any positive thoughts in my head. And as you guys know, or you will soon know once you open your own businesses, a positive thinking is a driving force of your business. You have to be positive and think about future without, pondering about much to what happened in the past. This is very important. I'm still in the process of dealing with it, but looking forward to what's next really helped me get through the most difficult and painful phase, which is the acceptance and actually going in front of people and admitting it. What's next? The future, the business I'm building, it gives me the extra positive boost and just gives me this energy to carry on. And I know I haven't even started yet. I'm just now creating the most successful healthcare brand I've ever created before. Number one, you can either crawl back under the rock and just try to hide from the problems, and obviously that is not a solution. Or number two, channel that energy towards the future goal. So obviously you have to have a goal, you have to have a future plans, and once you feel really bad, crushed, use that feel, that energy you have, the emotions, channel it back towards your future, toward the future, channel it forward, channel it, and build your future plan based on that. I'll tell you a quick funny story, which also gave me lots of fresh energy and reassured me that I'm actually going in the right direction. After I sold my business last week, I had a call with a friend of mine who is much more successful in the business and a successful entrepreneur. And what he said to me was very, very important to hear. And I don't know if he knew how important it was. He said, Alex, I remember you called me about a month ago when you had to declare insolvency, and you were really down. I could feel it over the phone. And then a month and a half later, you are now calling me all happy and telling me about the success of selling a business. And I asked myself, how crazy is it for this guy to find that extra energy in between complete failure to the complete success? How do you find that energy in between to actually keep pushing, to wake up the next day and just go through it again and again? And it made me think, and I don't know how I found it, but that was crucial to find it. So I can't give you a lesson of where that energy in you is, but it's in there, and it's important to just get it as soon as you can, get it out of you and just carry on, keep pushing. That's it. Dealing with that kind of issues is an extremely lonely place for entrepreneurs. I myself don't like ask for help, and I suppose lots of founders are like this, and we just like to build things and solve the problem ourselves and then just lead. But when it comes where the time is hard, then it's unfortunate for us because we don't look for help. So it's extremely important to have a solution, to have a community, and this is something where I'm coming to you guys. This is something where you don't have to talk to your family because they won't understand. Trust me, they won't understand you. They will not help you. They will try to comfort you, but that is not what you need right now. You need to talk to somebody who understands what you're going through. What helped me was a small network of very successful entrepreneurs who I could talk to on that day when I really felt bad. And I realized there is a massive demand from people going through this for this extra reassurance, for help. And this community is just for that. So if, and God forbid, hopefully you don't have to go through the problems like that, but you will, one of you, many of you will go. That community will help you to deal with it, and we will make sure that you can overcome your problems and just come back stronger. So I'm going to give you the most important lesson I've ever learned. Out of all the lessons, this is the one most important, the one you hear all the time from everyone, yet we don't understand it. Never ever give up. In 2 months' time, from insolvency to success, I had 2 situations where I could have given up, but I haven't, and only because I haven't, I managed to get to the success. Well, the key here is you never know until you know. So the closer you get to the time when you think it's all over, there's no going back, the closer you get to that point, the more likely you will get some solution from the person or from the place you would have never expected it's gonna come. It happened to me many, many times. It happened to me over the last 2 months, from the time when I declared insolvency, and I was helped by a couple of people in the last moment. I would never expect them to help me, to the moment when I sold my business to the person I was trying to buy for the last 2 years. He came back to me, he said, now I want to buy you. You would never expect this to happen. And the only way to get to this successful conclusion is to never give up, because you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know who's going to come to your life tomorrow, today, or next week. If the failure is the way, so be it. Accept it and move on. But do not give up until that failure has happened. So you now know what is the most important lesson, but never forget, to get to the point where things get better, you need the support. And the only way you can get support is to speak to people, like-minded people. You need your community and your network, or your network and community. They're both the same, eventually become the same. That's the only way you can carry on long enough to become successful. And the beauty about community is you don't have to go through the problems and all the hurdles yourself. You might want to avoid it by listening to others. And if you decide not to and still go through the problems yourself, you will get the support from people who've been through these problems, who've seen what's going to happen. And guess what? There's a bonus there. We know what comes after that. We will tell you what comes after and when. So if you feel really bad now, I'll tell you there's a time coming soon when you will feel much better and things will turn around for better. So guys, if you are non-native entrepreneurs and trying to build business in a foreign country, you don't know where to start, you don't know who to ask a question, you've got all these problems that you want to ask about, please sign up to my free community. There's a lot of like-minded people. We are all on the same mission. We all want a success. Please come and join me, follow me, and until next time.